Okay, this is the next screen, guys. You can see it, right? Everyone, am I audible?
Yes, you're
Yes,
audible.
yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll just be removing the picture right now. So just to address what we just discussed, we rather writing the story on it. We will be discussing what our ideas are based on the picture. Good.
Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
good to everyone.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I think so. We should start right now.
Yeah.
Shall we discuss the idea?
Yeah, I asked you guys
Yeah,
to
yeah.
discuss.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, gentlemen, I saw a girl was there. It was a village background. So, I believe we can make a story as per my idea. Like she was having something in her hand, and it was seems to be it as a cow dung. So, I assume that the girl is having a cow dairy, and also like she along with her family, they're running the cattle dairy in her village, and she see a lot of cow dung has been produced every day. So she thought of using this it as a like business part. So she like took help some of his tech friends who are studying in the city. So now has started the online selling of this cow dung. Like after processing it, she is now selling it at the ONDC platform, and she is earning a good revenue out of it. She has also employed a lot of workers around her village into this business, and the village is earning good money from this revenue.
Okay, that is a really interesting idea to go through.
Yeah.
But I will
Understood.
also like to
But
mention that the the female protagonist that we can see, she's in a negative mood. Rather than
Okay.
having some
mm,
thoughts of doing something like that, you will be having a neutral mood or a positive mood. Is that what I believe?
Okay, okay.
but her,
I believe I believe so that my perception was that like she was collecting the duns from the area like for starting of her business. So I believe in that way.
I think yaar KK and the selling the cow dung online is a very rare thing yaar. Because
Uh,
anyone is
That
not
is a
going
good
to be
idea though.
buy the cow dung.
I'll
gentlemen,
agree with
Yeah,
gentlemen,
you,
I would like to
but
mention that if you
mm,
can open the Amazon or Flipkart kind of thing, you can receive the cow dung
Amazon
at
you
your.
are going to
but
sell the
but
cow dung.
from the but from
we
the
can actually.
background of the
It is an
picture.
emerging business, gentlemen. It is an
What
emerging
is
business. You
what
can.
is it?
Okay, okay, but
What
from the
kind of
but
Yeah.
from the but
I
from
think so it maybe in
background
the
of the
future.
picture, I don't think that this kind of
like
backstory.
I think in the background image there is a girl who get injured. So it made the common story on how to help the girl. Means external means factor came a boy who is going to be help the girl.
Gentlemen, as there is no
I don't
external
think so.
factors,
She
like we are
worked anywhere.
No,
bringing
no.
the
So
human
we
factor
can
into
make
this picture.
an external factor means we can took a one
So
boy who is
what
going
my
to be
I
idea
help
don't
her.
think I don't think
my idea
we need to add more persons or something like that in the picture.
Okay,
We
so
can.
what I can perceive, what my idea is, we can do like she used to work in the cities due to COVID. She lost her job and got back to her village. She was thinking what to do next, and then we can
Yeah,
add on something.
that's a
That's why
good
she was
point.
in a rather negative mood,
Yeah, she was kind of no.
upset for the situation that
Yeah,
We
exactly.
can
That's
make the story around women empowerment. I think that is a like major concern in our
yeah.
country right now.
We
we
can
can
make
do
that
that.
as the theme. that women empowerment with the
If
help of.
there is a
And
theme, you
like
can
she is
add on the
helping other
So
people
if you are
also.
making the theme on the women empowerment, so also
Yes.
mention the government subsidies and the government schemes on there.
So
Like
what we
I
can
have,
do now,
like as per my
there are
opinion,
like
the girl has
this
opened her own business. Like there is no mentioning
Suvidha
of
Kendra
the
and
I,
theme
I, I
government schemes in
agree
that.
with this
So
Dr. KK.
selling the cow dung is not a business, yeah, good business.
Arey,
So
selling the
maybe for
powder
other.
is
gentlemen, I believe there is no good or no bad businesses. It's all depend on the
business is a
source.
business.
Gentlemen, whatever sells is a good business.
Yes.
And since it is a
No,
very
yeah, see,
innovative idea and
no,
out
no,
of the
Mahesh,
box idea,
please see that you can make
uh,
the siege selling the structure of the cow dung like that. That means she's making such a type of means
Gentlemen,
structure of the who is
my
making
idea
by the
is
cow dung.
she is collecting the cow dung and she is processing it and she is making it like a dry one, and then she is selling it on the platform, and a lot of people are interested nowadays. Even
That's
the
how
companies are
women
buying
use
it
it
for the
also,
biogas
no?
formation.
Cow dung
A
you
lot of
don't
people
use
are
it as
procuring
fresh
it.
as it is. You dry it, then you store it
And
somewhere where
even
it
in
gets
the and even the
eventually
many parts of the country, people are procuring it for the like Haman kind of things. It can be useful at many places.
used. Arey, I also can
I
recall
am
statement
saying that
where
you
I
can
watched
make
it.
the picture on means you can make the story on that, and the cow dung is used for making the structure of the
That's your perception, gentlemen. My perception was that we can have a difference of
all
opinion.
right, that can be another idea that we can be making sculptures and then selling them online to generate a good revenue or profit.
Sculptures out of cow dung.
Yes.
Yes,
No,
yeah,
no. Mud.
because I have seen the structure of make means if you are saying that the many type of structure are making like the structure means sculpture of making like the
I
plants
don't think so.
of
Someone makes
with the
sculptures
help
of
of leaves.
you know.
So it may be that she is making of like the cow dung also.
So,
Friends, in
gentlemen,
That
I have
earlier times,
could
We,
be
gentlemen,
a
there was
I
we
another
have
can
thing
we
that
can
happened.
add Dr.
People,
gentlemen,
KK and
listen. I have one
Siddeshwar's
more
story
idea.
together.
I have one more idea, gentlemen. The
Yes.
the collection of this cow dung can also be utilized for the local biogas formation plant. So she, along with the neighbors, have started
exactly.
a recently biogas
yeah,
plant.
you
I think it is
utilizing
a
the
good one
land
idea
fertilizer. That's a good
that she is
idea
making
also.
the biogas plant and then selling this gas and means
We can
it is
assume
used
like
for the cooking food.
we can
Yes, yes,
assume
it
the
is a good
village is
idea.
having a
And the cow dung
village.
is also used for the electricity purpose also.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
yes.
Agreeing to your point, I just want to mention, like we can assume that as it is a village scene, so the village is having a lot of dairy cattle farms, and so the collected the dung will be utilized in the biogas formation. So there is a constant supply of that.
And the
So there is
LPG price
No,
is
yeah,
going up, so we can make this
It's the
story.
we can use
lack
Siddeshwar's story
of
as the backstory.
LPG and electricity.
No, I think a KK story is the good
No,
story because
my
No,
the if you see by the time the price of LPG is going up and up, so to making a
what I'm saying
biogas
is
plant is it is a very cheap
not
idea.
both stories. No? We can have story starting of mine and then the ending of his.
yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We can use the
Agreed, agreed.
backstory from Siddeshwar and
Gentlemen,
then
I had another idea that we can consider.
yes, go ahead, please.
So, uh, we all know that there is a huge problem of plastics and polybags in general. So, there's a startup known as Theli. We can consider its story, and this lady can be a part of that person that is collecting the polybags in order to produce shoes out of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be a really good idea though,
But
giving a
if you
positive
find out, if you are
perspective.
saying about the selling of the plastic things in the village area, you are not going to be find too much garbage. So if we
That's also
consider
a
this
thing.
area as the city area, so I think it is a good point.
No, this is not obviously not a city
No,
area.
this is not obviously a city area, but yeah,
No,
what
so you are
usually
not
happens
going to be
is
find out the much garbage in the means village area, na? Because village area has low garbage as compared to the city area because people are residing are very less there.
No, I think now we can add this point
agreed, but
that usually
in every village we have
garbage
dump
from
fills,
cities are
right?
thrown in the villages.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes,
Siddeshwar,
yes.
go ahead,
That's
please.
No, dump fee
garbage
but the
from cities are
situation of the
dumped
village
in.
is showing they are making of hurt like that. It is showing that the village is very backward village. So I don't think so much poly bag or much new means the plastics are used in the village. They are just looking for the means cheaper things. So they are using the old times things mean. So like that one.
Gentlemen, I would like to point out that the only reason plastic has been able to pollute our country and the world in general is because it has been one of the cheapest things to produce, and
No, no,
it
I
is
am saying
easily
that na,
accessible to
in
people.
the village area you can find out the instrument is made of like the chairs, and this is made, is can be made of wood also. So
But it is not
they
that
are
cheap
not
as
using the just the plastic as their basic source. They are using the means village materials, like you can find out trees or the means leaves of the trees. This type of material they are going to be used.
Sabra, agree Kamal with on that point. It usually you don't find plastic goods. You will find goods out like khatia. It is made of out of bamboo and wood, stuff like that.
I
No, no,
had
I am
main
saying about the
emphasis.
chair, na chair like that.
I have
Yes, yes.
main emphasis on using
Gentlemen,
poly bags.
mm,
And
so,
in a landfill in a village or a city, either ways we'll find a lot of poly bags that
What we
our
can use is
main
na,
protagonist would be collecting.
what we can
That
use
was
is
the
Okay, we
rationale behind
Mohit,
my
adding
thought.
we
to
are
your
agreed with
adding to
all
your
of the
idea,
point.
Mohit,
Means all
adding to
point
your
are
idea,
very
I
good.
just want to say that we can also assume like this village is very close to some of the tourist place, and due to the increase in tourism there is a village is getting polluted nowadays because people tourists came and they usually throw the poly bags and all. So this village is getting also polluted because of that increase in tourism in the surrounding area. So this girl has taken the initiative.
I think it is a good idea.
So this
You
girl
can
has
find
shown.
easily in the Uttarakhand. This
Yes,
type
so
of
Agreed,
this
that
girl
can
has
also
situation
be
in
done.
the.
she
yeah,
has
that can
taken the
also be done.
initiative to
You're
clean
right.
the village, and she has also educated the tourists who are coming over there that to keep the environment safe, and like we can make some actions into that, and it is a realistic story also.
But if
Okay, it
that
is
the
a very
case
good
we are
idea.
having, then we have to not consider what I said, because w- according to my starting, it would be the era of when we are in the COVID COVID lockdown. So tourism is not a point at that time.
No, we can
No, no.
consider it as
The
it is
no, no,
COVID
the
has over
tourism is
as well like
also
this.
started during the COVID time, because government is more
And
focusing on the tourism, because
Gentlemen,
tourism create the revenue. Yeah.
I just want to add one point. Like Siddeshwar said, it is a COVID time, so we can assume like it is just a post-COVID time. So right after the COVID is over, so there was a bulk in the tourists started in the tourist places. So that's why the pollution is also started in the nearby villages
It
also.
is also creating the
That's
self
that's
employment
that
for
can
the
be
village
done.
people, because tourism are
That's a
going
good
to be
point,
live in the
Dr.
village
K.
area. So they are
Yes, yes,
also creating, means they are giving the money to the village people. As you see that means in the hilly area of the Gadwals and
yes, yes.
The village peoples, means the
We
tourists
can
are coming and
right, right.
they
We
are
can
giving the
assume
bulk
that
of money.
the destination of the tourist spot is from this village only. The tourists used to go from this village to reach that destination, and meanwhile there is a lot of pollution over there.
Yes,
Totally
I think
agreed,
that would be a
gentlemen.
really
And
good modification to the
I,
story.
I
because
had a
if you
suggestion.
think, because this is not a major tourist spot, it is a spot which comes in the way. That's why
Yes.
there's a lot of garbage dump which is not also seen by the authorities as this is not the main tourist spot. That could be a
Yes.
really good
For
point.
your kind information, Siddheshwar, the tourism means the tourists want to go in that place which are very backward, because they wanted to live in the
I'm not
backward
saying this is
lifestyle.
very backward. What I'm saying is the main tourist spot could be some other spot, and this could be a place which comes
En
in
route.
Yes.
the
Yes.
in between
It's
the
like
road,
a spot, like where people just take a break.
midpoint. Yeah,
Exactly.
just take a break like that only. So the
Okay,
authorities are
agreed.
not taking that into
Agreed.
And
yes,
gentlemen,
that's
I had a suggestion that let us consider each of the ideas as unique stories. Let's not try to make a common story out of each and every idea.
Yes.
That
Yes.
won't be very
Definitely. Yes.
practical.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I think to make a common story is a good one, yeah, because if you find in the SSB also means the screening, if you make the common theme, it's create a very good impression on the
actually the
GTO.
basic of PPDT is you have to come to a conclusion, mate.
Great.
PPDT you have to
But
come with one story.
I think we have come up with two, three good stories. So
Yes,
let's
actually.
take them as well.
exactly. But these
Okay,
are
so we move on
vastly
next
different
story.
ideas. So I don't think it would be really practical to try to club all of them. That's what I was suggesting. that we can make three individual stories on three individual ideas instead of make like trying to club them all together in a one story.
Yes, I will agree with you on that. Because by that now we will be not getting the really good points to, like, every point that you made here was really good, and to get one we have to leave the other one which would not be good. As yes, so we can do one thing, we can make three or four main stories as other perspective what the main points we have pointed out, and then we can go for one common one. That is what I believe. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please share on your thoughts on this now. I'm not saying this as a host. I'm saying this as a participant, an active participant.
Yeah, we have got the
Yeah.
ideas about like two three ideas we have already got about the picture. So it's about all about now action part. Like we can add action parts in that. If we have the good idea or themes about it, we can add the actions.
Uh, and I have a totally different idea that is way different from anybody's story. So I would like to put it across. So, uh, as we can see, the houses in the picture are kacha houses. So during earlier times, the kacha houses, उनकी जो पुताई होती थी ना, that was done using cow dung. So, and that used to keep the houses
True.
clean and in a very organic way. So we can consider this as a protagonist, and she knew this art of putai, and she used to do it, and it was her local business.
I
From
think
your
you are saying
point,
about that idea that the Baba Ramdev has made. Means the kutia of a cow dung.
Nobody actually, even before the Ramdev came into existence,
yes, yes, I
this
am agreed
idea
to your
has
point,
been
Mohit.
done.
Or,
Yeah.
but I don't think so. Putting it to a business, because at every household they used to do the people of the household they used to do it by themselves. They wouldn't hire anyone to do
No,
it.
no, Siddheswar, it is also a business because if we are done the means we are making the art in it, so it also create the business. And when the tourist came here, so they are just giving paid to these people, and they are also getting the employment.
Adding,
Yes,
adding to
that
your point, Kamal, rightly you have rightly mentioned. So this concept
Exactly.
is known as the village tourism, and this has been recently introduced into the like our India also. A lot of city people they are going to the villages where the village people are creating like the artificial this kind of environment where the city
Village
people
like
can enjoy the
situation.
village life.
Can
So this is
experience
as
the
I
also
told you,
village life.
Rajasthan
Exactly.
and
yes.
Gujarat is
So
also
this is
doing that.
also a like kind of business and revenue generation project. So we can add that concept also as it will be a unique story. So like they are creating a village tourism for the city people. The people who are going for the tourism from this place, so they are also stopping over here and they are enjoying this village life also.
Okay,
And
so Mohit,
they
I
are
would
going for
like to
some
add
different
this.
destinations.
We can add a little detail to that. Like the villages around Kutch, run of Kutch, they are actually having this kind of tourist attractions. So you can add this as a little point
It is
there.
also in the Gurugram district of Haryana, gentlemen.
Oh,
There is
yes,
a
it is.
Program.
village tourism
Yeah,
thing.
I'm just
yeah,
suggesting him
exactly.
that
I
he
This
think
should.
is
it should be noted that the area is not of like the heavy rainfall, means where the rainfall is very high because
We can
it
take it in
must
a
be
run of
that.
Kutch.
No, no, I know Run of Kutch is that area where there is not much means rain is there because of the Aravalli hills. I know.
Gentlemen, why are you bringing the rain thing? I don't think it will be like valid to the given photo.
Yes, I was just suggesting Mohit that he can do a little, like, add a little backstory to it. As it is
Okay,
just
okay,
a suggestion, no need to put a discussion on it.
okay,
It
okay,
was just a
gentlemen, got it.
solely suggestion.
Okay, okay.
all
So I
right.
So
think we have
now
sum
I
up
think
in 5 6.
KK we just ended this, and now the Siddheswar is saying means seeing means other photo, and this we have to make means another theme because the time is very less.
Okay, we have got enough number of themes on this picture, so we can go for the next picture
I
for
believe
now.
we have three, four teams. Yeah.
Mohit, are you saying something?
I was saying we have three, four teams, and I believe they are equally good.
I think totally six or seven theme, yeah, because too much themes are discussed.
Yes, actually. But getting it together, there will be make only two or three stories, I believe, because the themes are like a starting part or a ending part or the action scene. So if you put that together, it will make like two or three stories only.
Gentlemen, I have come up with three themes, so I'll like give it you a final review. It can be a biogas plant. We can make also we can make a cleaning drive. As I told you that going from this place, people used to throw the garbage and all. Third can be a model village. So rest you can also make other themes also.
Another idea that he mentioned was selling cow dung cakes
Yes,
for
yes.
removing
So
the plastic pollution.
exactly. So like we can go for
And
the next.
another idea is about the making the village people self-employed by the tourism.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
That came in model village program also, gentlemen. Model tourism or like kind of thing. It would be covered in that.
So I think
Just
these are
government is also giving the loan and the subsidy to these people and for creating their self-employment.
that all comes in that modern village program only, no?
Yeah, yeah. And Siddheshwar, and the
These are the
image you will show is making the image something blur, yeah, because we are just seeing
supposed to be
the
perfect.
means image which is very clear. So make the image something blur, yeah, because in the SSB the blur image are also
Okay.
seen.
Okay, I will try to find something of that sort.
Friends, it is more about getting ideas, either blur images or clear images, because we can find both of them.
No, no, Mohit, I am saying no, no. So, Mohit, I am saying because na, in the SSB, if you are seeing the blur image, you are not able to identify the characters and the theme in the story because we have a habit of seeing the clear image. So it create a problem in the PPDT part. Means not
So,
PPDT
Kamal,
part means next part in the um, means TAT part TAT.
Gentlemen, the only idea of giving the blur picture is because to get more number of themes, more number of discussions for
we
that
read
picture.
ideas exactly.
This is the only motive behind that picture.
Uh, because Kamal, the thing is, I have given a good number of SSBs, and I would like to clarify that mostly whatever picture you'll get, you'll be easily able to decipher what is being shown. The only thing that blurring a picture adds is it would force people to think on different lines.
Okay, guys, I have the picture right now. If you're okay with that, I'm going to screen share it right now.
Yes, yes, sure,
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
please.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the picture. Can you see it now?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay, I'll be removing the picture, and now I'll be asking everyone to like share their ideas what they got.
From the picture, I perceive that it's like a meeting is happening in a government office, like the round table thing.
I
Yep,
think it is
go
a
on.
round table conference and they are discussing about some development for the area and another one.
I
Yes,
would like to add to this perspective that all the characters that we have seen are more in a confused nature. So we can
hmm
add they are trying to address a really crucial topic which they are not able
No,
to.
no. So I am saying that na, So this is a round table conference. Means all the people are collecting here. The good-minded people are here, and they are thinking in one matter.
Gentlemen, I can say that as the number of people the population explosion is going on into the city. So this is DC, and he got the
Mm.
to control the ongoing population in that particular city. So they are planning with his subordinates that what actions can be taken, as he has shown them the data, like how the population is exploding in every villages and the towns in that particular city. So they are planning as per the data, like how to control the population in that city.
We can
Okay,
also
that will
think
be
of
really believable given the current situation of India, as we have marked cross past China and something.
150. Mm. 150
Yes.
crores.
Another thing we can consider is like I have 2 3 ideas. I'll put them in brief. So first thing is this is a government office, as we all mentioned, and
Mm.
they are scrutinizing a policy that is about to come and discussing the pros and cons, and trying to ensure with the statistical data that this scheme that is being introduced helps the most number of people. Another thing we can consider is this is a company or a startup, and their sales have dropped in recent times. So they try to
Mm.
figure out what was the reason, and after recognizing the reason of drop in sales, they work for it. Like they work in order to recover the losses that have occurred.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Fairly enough ideas, Mohit. That
yes,
was a good
yeah.
idea.
I
We
agree
can
with the
also
second
make the
idea.
story on they are thinking about the uniform civil code, means the think
Oh,
tank on that.
okay. It's in news, by the way, Uniform Civil Code. So yeah, we can think of
Okay,
it.
we can also take an example this is some state ministers meeting going on, and
Mm.
they have got the about the climate change from the central government to maintain policy into that state, as the state is producing more pollution. So to control that, so they are planning to how what steps can be taken, what policies could be made in order to control the pollution in the state, so that we can come up with the what we promised into the 2016 Paris Climate Agreement. So let into that we can make a story.
Okay, so what I think, given to the perspective of the current happenings, we can also conclude that this is the CM's office of Manipur. Given the situations, as we all know, what currently happening in Manipur, they are
Mm.
discussing it with the military officials, with the Home Ministry, as as
But
up to the
Siddheshwar, the
I
Manipur
don't think
operation is
Ministry
not going
official.
to be well, yeah. It create a negative impact. The government has not made such good plans in it, and the many people get died.
Gentleman,
Kamal,
but as the previous speaker has told about, he has rightly mentioned it. We can take the example of Manipur crisis, because the all the three communities, that is Kuki and the
Maybe.
Methi as well as the other community, they are demanding separate they are demanding separate places. So it could be more violence in the coming days. So this is a major challenge to be dealt, and so they are doing emergency meeting to resolve the issue. So this
that.
issue can be needed political as well as a military kind of thing. So they are collaborating their things and making for the
uh,
perfect solution.
Kamal,
What I am including the military
buddy,
perspective. We have also, okay, please speak.
Mohit, you go ahead.
I have a small suggestion to make to everybody, that it is not about positive or negative things. If even if it is a very negative thing, but you have sound solutions to it, and you are confident that these solutions would be solving the problem, you can go about it.
Mm.
So,
That's why.
gentlemen, basically two, three challenges our country is facing right now. So, population explosion can be climate change, or could be a Manipur crisis, and we can consider
And the
it as a
uniform
government
civil code
focus.
also, yeah.
Sorry, bro.
And the uniform civil code also.
We can consider it as it.
But what I believe is, from my perspective, given the scenario what it is, it will be more believable and more approachable if it is if you take the situation of Manipur. It's
Yes,
I'll
yes,
because
agree
agreeable
with
to your
this
point.
Siddheswar,
Agreeable to your point.
because the people are seeing is from the different community, because the stand one has wore a different type of clothes,
Talking
and the
about
all people are
coming to the
seeing different,
definition,
so it
I'm
may be
talking
from
about how
different
to
community.
solve the current situation as to make the state more peaceful. That's what I'm talking about. Because as we know that
Okay, all right, all right.
the implementation of Article 358, 355A, the Home Ministry has also been involved into that decision, and hence making the state state security a concern and a
Yes, yes.
responsibility of Home Ministry too. That's what I'm
As
adding to
yes,
the perspective.
gentlemen, as the state is burning and it's been around 56 days that there is no solution to that situation, and the situation is completely going out of the hand by every day. So they are like making a meeting for the solutions, immediate solutions for that, because the thing as it is going on, it can go out of the hand if there would be no solutions for that. So I am agreeing to the Sideshwar's point, like it could be a Manipur crisis meeting.
Mm, yes, agree to that.
It
But
is an
friends, I would like to emphasize on the fact that we need to find out what exactly are we doing to curb the whole situation. Like, what are our actions?
gentlemen, the
Uh,
basic problem into the crisis is like the three communities. They are they are not having proper contact. Like they are fighting for the reservation system. As the Methi is having Methi is demanding for the SC reservation, so we can consider we can call up the prominent leaders from their their communities, and we can have on to one discussions into the table over there, and we can come to the common conclusion that okay, we'll do the rehabilitation drive, we'll shift this community to this particular location and that to that, and we can come up with some common reservation system which can be beneficial to all of them. So
Yes, I would
two
like
three
to go
actions
with
can
you.
be added into that. Basically, Naga community, what they are demanding to make a
Manipur.
Nagaland a larger part, larger broader Nagaland concept they are demanding, and cookies are demanding like a separate state for them. So like we can call up prominent leaders from all of these communities, and we can resolve the reservation system. Like we can equally divide it as per the situation. Also like what their
exactly.
challenges are, one-to-one
A
contact over
committee
table
can be
talks will be
made
a solution.
with representation of all the three. A government committee can be made with representation from all the three uh, communities, right?
Right, right.
Okay, I agree with you.
And also like in this situation, as the Manipur border is very porous to the Myanmar, people terrorists are coming from there, and they are giving a fuel to the fire. So we can also cover the that border first,
Only
so
Myanmar
that the
terrorists are
external threats
also
cannot
coming
external
from
So
hit.
we
Myanmar.
make there is a means mean fencing in the border area, more fencing in the border area,
Yes,
and
like we can
the
stop the
armed
gunmen.
forces jawans are there. So put the armed force jawan in the
And
What I
a
border
lot of
believe is
area.
rebellion movement is also going up because of this hating issue, so it is very necessary to curb this this ongoing thing very soon, otherwise many rebellion movements can take into the action.
what I
Agreed.
believe is addressing Myanmar's point.
Another thing.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay, what I believe is addressing the Myanmar thing. We should not go with the terrorists. We should rather go with the refugees, as the given civil war in the Myanmar. People are seeking shelter and refuge in India because of
uh,
this reason. India is more
Adding
peaceful.
to your point, Sideshwar, there are many insurgent groups that are they are having a base into the Myanmar, and they are coming to the border, like they are coming into India and doing insurgency, and then they go back to their ongoing their place. So India could not do
So what we
actions
can
by
promote, what
like
how we
crossing our
can assess
country,
this situation,
and
how
they
we
are
can assess.
fueling the fire. Like they are coming for fueling the fire. They just want the Manipur, some part of the Manipur also into their territory. So this is also a
I think
significant
the
thing
Indian
to us.
government has made yesterday, and the Indian government has set the fencing in the border area, because as the Home
Gentlemen,
Ministry has
Manipur
said,
border is very porous. It is
because
not.
no,
Gentlemen,
no, as the Amit Shah has said
Yeah.
that
I
the
believe
fencing in
we
the
are
border area
straying
is
from
more
our
important.
motive.
Huh, Mohit?
I believe we are straying from the motive, and we should get back to the PPDT discussion that was initially
Okay,
going
so
on.
next story, I
Okay.
think, yeah. Okay, next story, because the theme is complete.
Okay, so actions part we can add 3 4 actions into it. Could be like practical solutions for that.
Had you give?
Given many SSBs, I would like to not
No,
like
no,
to name
of
the
the
number.
direct entry or of written examination.
Mostly my entries were written.
Mean
There were few direct
CDS or
entries, but
NDA?
mostly it were written.
CDS NDA FCAT.
All right. So one time NDA, four times CDS, nine times AFCAT.
I want to ask you one question. Yeah, is there is a difference between the SSB or direct entry and the means the
Written
written
entry.
entry?
Not actually. It's just that you need to be better from the lot, because since it's a direct entry, so they expect you to be polished over there. Just that. That's the only difference. In written entries, what happens is you have that accountability that you have cleared an examination and are serious for this thing. That's the reason you have come. But in direct entry, they have this thing in mind that you might not be a serious candidate. So that's why they expect a little bit more from you.
Means I think here and the conception that Allahabad is the rejection board is totally out here because nowadays the more and more selection are is from this board. If we recently see there are 10 or 12 recommendation out of 40 students.
Uh, Kamal, I don't think it's a very wise thing to be discussing this, because it is more about the person that is giving the SSB, not about the procedure.
Yes, I think it is more of a, like a aspirant belief, a myth that is there, that SSB is the Allahabad SSB is the rejection center. Okay,
Exactly.
okay. So I have the picture right now. I'll be screen sharing it.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Okay, so this is the picture. Anyone can see it, right?
Yes, yes, we can see
Yes.
it.
Siddheswar, I have not got the picture, yeah.
It's on the screen share. You cannot see it.
No, I am not seeing the screen sharing, yeah. Why not? I don't know.
Please try rejoining.
Kamal, you can see the beautiful woman, man.
Huh?
There is a beautiful woman. You can see.
That too with a pistol in her hand.
No, no, yeah, I am not able to see the
Threatening
image.
someone.
What is? It is only seeing that Siddheswar is
But
presenting and
Our
nothing.
friend is a Sakt Londa.
please, buddy. अरे यार, I have to edit this out now.
I think I discuss on the topic, yeah. I am not seeing that image.
Okay,
Siddheswar, can you send
Friends,
me
let's just
in the
send it in
WhatsApp?
the group.
sorry.
Send it in the
You can
group.
send me personally in the WhatsApp, I say.
Okay, I'm sending you your personal.
Good, yeah. Good discussion.
Really good discussion. Exactly what happens when four bachelors come along.
I think Mohit and this type of discussion will also help in SSB for recommendation.
Array,
Very
that
much.
helps a lot.
No, no, assessor think so. It is a mature candidate and they might be select to you. No?
Hmm.
Okay, guys, do you got any idea for this?
Okay, I'll
Array,
As
before we start, I'll like just tell a small story. So I
okay,
met a friend of mine when I was in Bangalore, like recently.
okay,
Over there, like he was screened in, and I was going for the screening. So he suggested me one thing. अगर ग्रुप डिस्कशन में भसड़ मचे ना बीच में हंस देना.
Very
Like he
wise
literally said.
advice.
what kind of advice is that?
He said
I
that.
think it is a bus hijack story, yaar. The story is on bus hijack.
अरे
स्टोरी में ही
भाई
फंसा है.
Means
मोहित की बात
many
सुन लेते
of
हैं पहले
स्टोरी में ही
पहले
फंसा है
मोहित की
भाई.
बात सुन लेते हैं यार फिर भाई हंसा क्या तू
जरूरत पड़ी नहीं क्यों.
क्यों
बंदे
भाई
आराम से मुझे काटे जा रहे थे. मैं
अच्छा
बोलना स्टार्ट करता. मैं पहले तुम बोल लो फिर मैं बोल लूंगा.
हाँ,
इवेंचुअली
I
एंड
was,
तक
I was,
तीन चार
I
बार
was
मौका मिल गया
talking to a
बोलने का,
psychiatrist.
वो सही है फिर तो।
तो हो
I
गया
was
स्क्रीन,
thinking
दिक्कत नहीं
बिल्कुल
हुई।
उनको साइकियाट्रिस्ट के पास भेज
चलो मैं
देंगे.
ट्राई करूंगा, फिर हंसने वाला ही है।
बट यार मुझे यकीन नहीं हुआ, हमारे ग्रुप में देर वर 11 people, out of them 6 got screened in,
वाह।
Ah,
and that too
Only
hardcore
six.
repeaters
Only 6 year.
out
अरे
out of
यार, आउट ऑफ
11.
11 that's it's enough.
No, no. In the recent SSB, I have seen out of 46, 42 got screening.
Which
Really?
word was it? Which
screening
word was
is
it?
And out of 42, only 2 get recommended.
Out of 12 screened in, 0 got recommended. I went for AFCAT. Out of 52 people, 0 get recommended.
अरे के साहब
Yeah,
को क्यों
that's
डरा
a
रहे हो, अभी
different
उनका
thing, na?
एसएसबी आ रहा है.
Even after getting recommended, you are not getting you into the final merit
I think
list.
so. We move on the point, yeah.
You
Means
know,
on the story. So
let's
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
So I think, gentlemen, the story is on the bus hijack. So make a theme on the bus hijack. Means there is a one
All
robber
right.
who is going to be hijack the bus.
Another thing we can consider is that this driver was a driver or a loco pilot of a train,
Okay.
and
given the fact na
people
कि the loco pilot of a train, you will not see the passenger compartment attached to the loco pilot's compartment in India, especially. I will believe that. And even if it is there, the door is locked, obviously. This is the fact what I believe.
I think and the where the loco pilot is means running the train, and this is more security, yeah. So the bus hijack means train hijack is not possible. It may be that it is means flight
Gentlemen,
hijack
we can
or
consider
type
it
of
as.
bus hijack or any kind of means
I'm
another
not
hijack.
saying that we could not consider it. I'm just saying that this is a point also that we should think on. I know that there are also plane hijacks, and you cannot get into the cockpit also. But there are plane hijacks, right?
exactly.
I'm just saying that it could be a point that we can think about.
Possibility.
Yeah, that was the only
There
thing
is
going through my mind when you said na कि train is not very easy to be hijacked. But that is the reason they'll try to hijack it, na.
that's also true. But what the thing is
So
that
in the train hijack, they are not going to be stop the driver. They are just looking for the means passenger. They are just means fearing the passenger, not a train driver. Means loco
Gentlemen,
pilot.
we can consider, like we can consider there is a road where a woman daily used to loot the people, and so is our hero is an like police officer. So he got the intel that daily on this particular road there is a woman who claims to take a lift, and meanwhile after that she will loot the drivers. So our hero, like he's a police officer, so he also like wants to catch that lady red-handed. So he also drives her like bus and kind of thing over there. And similar.
Instead of bus, what we can consider
So
is
yeah, he cannot drive the train. So
Arey,
it
we are
must
not
be that.
considering it as
agreed.
we are considering
Instead
it
of
as a
bus, we
road.
can consider it a truck.
A
Since
truck
in
or a
a
road.
truck,
Huh.
there's a single person and there
Yes.
is no
Hmm.
probability of harm of lives of people.
And the girl did the same thing, and when she like opened her up like pistol and kind of thing, he had caught her red-handed and called her team. Then she was taken
what
into
we
custody
can
and
add
resolved
also
the
is that
case.
it is not just that girl, but
So
a
yeah,
whole
one thing also be noted. The driver is sitting on the last side, and yeah, if you look out in the truck, there is not means you can see na, the driver is sitting on the opposite side.
Bhai, you are going in too much detail, I believe.
No, no, I am saying in India there is not so much.
You can consider it as an imported truck.
Volvo imported truck.
Arey, gentlemen, we can
Guys,
consider
चलो
it as
कनाडा चलते हैं guys.
it would be a realistic story.
Canada.
Like it happens nowadays in the like village roads or some kind of roads. There will be
And this
used
is
to
the
loot
case,
of the
na?
people.
UP, Bihar, many places, even
Ha,
Uttarakhand and places like which is not, which is remotely, these gangs come up and loot
right,
cars,
right.
buses,
And there
everything
are
what
the
they can
women
find.
looters nowadays. So we can consider it as a real problem. and also like by this people will get relief from that area, and people will
What
be
we
more
can
like
add is,
will be
what we
awareness
can
of
add
that.
is,
Agreed. So that police
this is
officer
the
can make
gap.
a proper plan
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
uh,
Hmm.
ensure that all the exits of that highway were sealed before they started executing their plan.
Exactly, we can also add that he has also kept a secret camera in
No,
order to like
I would
catch
like to
if
add
anyone
And
add
the
crossing.
something.
policemen are also
Even
there,
even
where
away with the
Yes, yes,
vehicles.
yes, we will add
the
that.
They
lady
just
is
take
going to be
take the
means
valuable things and they go back disappeared in the forest.
Huh.
So I don't think so. Closing the exits would help anyway.
Gentlemen will think like there is a particular road and there is a particular location where this kind of incidents happens to be more. So our hero, like they have already set up a team in front of that road and back of that road, and he also installed a CCTV cameras in his shirt, and he has taken the lift, and the similar thing happened. And then like he had captured all her things in her CCTV cameras, and when the girl has opened her like pistol kind of thing to looting that guy, he has just caught her red-handed and called the team. Later they have taken her to custody, and like she is now under the
So
bars.
I think we can add up that given you are giving it as a truck rather than a bus, we can add up that there are police officers hiding in the backside of the truck. We can add this
That can
little
be added.
detail.
That can be added. That can be
a
added.
backside of the truck, yeah,
Or else,
in the up
or else,
in
gentlemen,
the
we can consider it as
in the
like there
ceiling
was a
of the truck.
passing by truck, and this gentleman, our police officer, he along with the local truck driver, they jointly did the operation.
I think, yeah,
He
you are
used his
making
truck.
the story like a South Indian movie, yeah, because the
It could
policeman
be.
is in the truck and they are just coming up, and the lady is going to be caught up.
No, but
In reality,
such
yeah, it is
such
not there.
action would happen in real life now.
It is only
Okay,
happen
good.
in the written format.
Okay,
It
okay.
also happens in real life. Sting operations are a thing,
Uh,
and police do that.
okay,
Yeah,
we'll
our
consider
sting
it
agency
as
are
a.
also not able to do so. So
Okay, we'll
police,
consider
state
it as a
police can able to
operation.
do.
Like the catching of that lady, like because of that lady, the like local peoples are affected every day, and she is looting them. So this person wants to get the proper record or the like proof for that. So he had like took the operation and caught her red-handed. So that can be a like realistic story. It happens in villages and roads.
Yes, that could be a story, and I think so. We have gotten like whole action of the story. Do anyone want to add something on this, or like give a different perspective that you have? Anyone?
I think we have to make the story that the bravery of the truck driver or the bus driver. Yeah, if I have seen in the recent news, a Punjabi driver means a gang of the men who is going to be looted him. They
So this
are
is a bravery
means
only, gentlemen. We are showing the bravery of the driver only, na. In this, we are catching of that lady, and like we are saving other people's to get affected from this lady.
I believe what Kamal means is
no, no,
that we can consider drivery as his profession and then he does this daring act.
Yes, that could be
Mm,
added.
okay, that could be added. Yes, it could be added.
no, no.
But
I think he may be a driver or a karate champion like that.
Uh,
nobody. I
If we add it
गलत
in a police
support कर दिया.
perspective, na, then
if I have
if
a
we
gun,
add
na,
it
I
in a
will
police
shoot you from
perspective,
5 feet
then
away.
it
I'm
would
not
be a
going to
more realistic.
get close to
So
you.
we can add
I'm
a
not
team
going to
of
challenge you in a
We
Muay Thai
can
fight.
just say that he is a driver, which is a very normal person, and he
It's quite
does
believable
this.
also.
Yes.
no, that is okay. But if we
And with
take the
just
police
his
part
sense
into
of
this, na,
mind, sense
so
of
we can
responsibility, sense of the
like
moment,
we can add
he
more
gets
actions
all the
like
passengers out on time.
uh,
Yeah, within
One action we can add is that the driver, when he saw the lady pointing gun at him, instead of either he could halt stop the vehicle or steer it in a different direction to misbalance her, and after that overpower her to take away the pistol and then take care of whatever needs to be done.
Yes, that could be done
Okay, bhai.
actually. It is quite believable that he just slammed the brakes and the lady came off throughout the window.
It may become a
Not
romantic
coming
story,
throughout
man.
the window actually, but dashing a head on the dashboard.
Mohit bhai, the girl is looking beautiful, so
क्या कह रहे हो, साथ साथ फ्यूचर क्या कहते हैं, एसएसबी के बाद शादी भी तो करनी पड़ेगी.
okay. So like we got the themes, two themes, and anyone would like to add some more themes? Yeah, police part story na. In that there is a proper planning, proper organizing of the things. So a lot of OLQs will be coming in that story. So that's why I was like more focusing on that story.
Exactly. And another thing I would like to add about this story is that when a particular person is doing his job na with proper planning,
Yes, yes,
it shows कि हाँ कैलकुलेटेड इसके कैलकुलेटेड स्टेप्स हैं एंड
exactly,
एवरीथिंग.
exactly, यार.
मतलब ठीक है, एक जगह पे तुम ब्रेवरी दिखा दोगे बट प्लानिंग एंड एवरीथिंग वो
हाँ,
रैंडमनेस आ जाएगी ना.
that will lack definitely.
Point.
What
Kamal bhai, anyone, any more themes to be added? Yeah,
I think so. The theme is complete.
bro,
Any
ये
more
गाड़ी
theme is
में
not there because the story look very simple, and so the concise is that we can make a story on the bus hijack or any type of vehicle hijack, and the proper operation or the means some matlab like that, and he is able to save him.
hijacking is a very negative word, yeah, I believe.
No, hijack means when someone is going to be done the plunder in this.
Okay, bhai. By the way, Kamal, which car